Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, Panhandle Outdoors, on the road again. This time, at a place we haven't been in a while. How about Mexico Beach Boat Ramp? The Florida Days.
The Florida Days.
Captain Mitch Coleman.
Run out of the middle of the camera there.
Oh man, looking good. Hey, turn around and tell us what we're going to be doing, Mitch?
The Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association is putting out reefs today. The barge came over yesterday from Mobile. I think they've got about 50 structures they're going to put out today. And they're going to put, the first group out is going to be out, it's just past the car body reef area, almost to where the Crooked Island reef area is. They're going to put them out there.
Awesome.
That's great.
Well, thanks for inviting me to tag along.
Glad to have you.
All right, Mitch, what's going on here? Is that canal closed? How are we going to get out?
Well, I think we can jump the sandbar.
Okay, so what are you doing?
We've got the Mexico Beach Dredge has been out there working the last 2 days. They got it open late yesterday afternoon. They just hadn't got over here to change the sign out yet.
But we know it's clear, so what we're going to do? There you go. It's open. We got it open last night. Very good. Mitch, this is a special day today, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Tell us what's going on.
Well, today the Artificial Reef Association Mexico Beach is putting out an artificial reef that Mr. Chuck McGibbon's here, who, if you don't know him, you need to know him. He donated the money for this. It's going to be called McGibbonville, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest single reef reef in the Mexico Beach, all of their stuff. So
okay.
It's pretty exciting. Today we're going to be putting out, that's in McGibbonville, and this is Tennessee Chuck McGibbon.
A legend, Tennessee.
A legendary Chuck McGibbon from Mexico Beach. And
now, seriously, we use that word legend too loosely, but in this case it fits.
It does. Everybody in Mexico Beach either knows him or they say they know him.
Chuck, give us your background.
Well, it was a cold morning in January, but February rolled around and Mama said, get this young'un out of me.
And about what?
9 pounds, 4 ounces. Maury County, Columbia, Tennessee.
Columbia, Tennessee. What year was that?
1937.
My great-grandfather's farm is where I was born. I was born in the same bed my dad was born in 1906. So it was really hard times in that period of time, and then World War II came and things really got tough. And then after during World War II, most of all the children came to the big house to survive, and I was rationed everything. So we had a pretty fortunate good time during World War II to survive in the United States, but many suffered. So after that, I went to my dad's other old farm that was given to him by his ancestors, and I grew up on it, and it was built in 1843 out of chestnut logs. And I joined the Navy in 1956, left home to California, found out I love California and I'm going to be a Californian forever. Didn't work out that way. Had to come back to the South just to take care of Mom and Dad and situations at home. But I retired if I ever got old enough and got away from employment and retired. I was going to the Gulf of Mexico. That was in 1999. I came here on 9/9/99, straight from Panama City. I came through Mexico Beach, didn't pay too much attention to it. Went on down to Port Sancho, and I saw it was too level down in the pines. But when I got down to Apalachicola, I said, it's too dark down here, it's too much pines and too much Spanish moss. Turned around and came right back, came across the Parker Bridge up here, looked at the canal, took 10 pictures out of the canal, went back up, and they had a bar and a juke joint right there on the corner, and I went into the top of the Gulf.
Top of the Gulf.
Went to the top of the Gulf. I had the biggest hamburger, and I had about 3 beers, and I said, where can I stay in this town? They said, check that Blue Water Inn out. Went over at the Blue Water Inn. I said, how much you get here a month? $350 in maid service. I said, book me for 6 months.
Okay.
I've been here now for 22 years.
All right. And your family in Tennessee goes back how many generations? How many generations?
14.
14 generations.
14 generations.
Around Columbia, Tennessee?
Columbia was, my Scotch-Irish ancestors came in here in 1622.
Okay, good deal.
And the cemeteries, both cemeteries now, the big ones in 2 different counties, belong to my ancestors. They gave that land to start burying the dead.
Okay.
In other words, it's like Dad told me many years ago. He said, Charles, we started out on the top rail and we ended up on the bottom rail.
All right, all right. Who else we got with us today?
You got
Donnie Walker.
Donnie?
Yep.
All right.
Donnie runs football camps.
Oh, cool.
Runs camps for quarterbacks, receivers.
Awesome. Donnie. What's your background?
Well, I was a teacher and a high school football coach, and then I got into doing some consulting stuff football-wise, and that's taken me all over the country. And ended up down here several years ago, and so now I'm a part-time coach. I coach up at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point in the fall, and I work with other kids at sometimes during the spring, and then and in the summer, and then I'm a part-time handyman around here, so I stay busy full time.
Awesome.
Doing nothing.
Well, we'll have a lot to talk about.
To do it all.
We got a lot in common.
Oh yeah,
coaching.
yeah. I knew y'all would.
Good.
I'm glad he came along with us.
Awesome. All right, Mitch, let's talk about the storm real quick. What happened here in the canal?
Well, you can see these 3 houses over here. There was another one. There was 2 more over here. They all washed away.
Okay.
They came across the canal. The water was higher than that embankment over there.
All right, the water was over the bank.
Well over that bank.
Well over the bank. Okay.
And the houses all washed off in the woods over there. It was amazing. Boats, cars, houses.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. ABC was filming,
Yeah,
and
ABC was up in that corner house there filming.
Okay.
They were looking down the canal here, and there was a house trying to come under the bridge, and it was just hitting the bridge until the house just finally disintegrated.
oh my goodness.
And then it went under the bridge. And the whole mouth of this canal was full of sand.
Okay.
I mean, which it does that on the normal,
Yeah.
just windy days. You can see kind of as we go out here, you'll get an idea.
They've replaced all of this back here. Then you see all this is
that's
new.
new.
Yeah, all that's new.
Everything you see over here on this beach, every structure you see over there is new. There wasn't a house left down here.
That was completely barren after Michael.
Yeah, everything.
All right, so
Everything's new.
this is just solid sand, like a,
This was you could walk across here yesterday
Yeah.
morning. This time yesterday morning.
All right, we're gonna head out 6 miles. Here we go. Bob and Carol, on the Bobcat.
Bouncing back between the starboard and port side as far as putting down structures. Next one will be going over to the port side.
All right, here we go. That's just cool
He's
for me.
going over there. That's just,
A little more. Stop. Go up. Stop. Swing right just a touch. 2 feet. Stop.
well, I tell you, you can match your finger in there pretty
Oh.
quick, couldn't you?
That looks heavy. Good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
I'm Bob and Carol. Been on the show before. Bobcat.
Huge percentage of the work done in this reef association is done by them two right there. Bob and Carol Bob.
Yes, I know
He
it.
does a lot of.
That's like the old chicken coop right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do they have a pattern where they're going to put like the pyramid down, then the chicken coop? So actually, that's hooks on it.
Yeah, they got
So
a
that's
little
not-
different way they doing it different. They used to have the big old ropes, and then they'd have to go dive down a couple of days later and get the ropes off.
Okay.
Yeah, they just clipping that onto that chicken coop, clipping onto the side of that thing.
It's hooked on there.
It's hooked on, and they'll just clamp that.
That's interesting.
From 999 1999 or 1999 until 2010, when I had my first heart attack. I'd already logged 8,000 miles on the Christmas fleet. Bottom line, big time, and Christmas with Charles Edward Colonel Chuck Gilpin.
All right.
And this man right here,
Yep.
Mitch Coleman, is my number 2. Mitch has taken care of me ever since he and I bumped in together.
You're not number 1 now, Mitch. You're number 2.
I'm number 2.
All right.
I tell you what, if I'm number 2 behind Chuck Gilbert, that's okay. There you go.
There you go, Chuck.
There you go. There's your spot.
That looks good. Come on, baby.
How cool is this?
Woo! How about that?
That's up close and personal.
Up close and personal. Right.
Well, that's going to protect a whole lot of bait.
There he goes. We're in about 60 foot of water.
62 feet.
62 feet.
Those are 8 feet tall.
8 feet tall. How about that?
What?
Is that cool? I want to tell you, I just noticed something which
See
makes
my interpreter.
you may not can see it on camera, folks, but over way back there is a paper mill. The old timers from 1932 on, that's what they use when they come out of the path for their bearings.
Find it.
Whatever way that smoke was flowing, and that's what they would go. They'd
That makes
always.
sense.
And here's ironically in 2021, how it is now, the fishing has now gone to something like this. It's just a win-win. But I think about the old timers and that old paper mill smoke and how they would be tickled with this.
I get the bottom of it.
Got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
A man that I admired so much with his show at Panama City for years, Scotty. Is he still living?
Scott is still, he's still aggravating me. Yeah, we call each other all the time.
Do you really?
Yes.
You tell that rascal that when he and Frank Cheney were buddies, and his cousin, Chappie, you know who I'm talking about?
I know Chappie.
Chappie and I fish San Andrews State Park every year. We fished the Peach for the Pompano. Chappie and I were something.
Awesome.
He had another guy named Bill, and there were 4 of us. And I didn't know he was a cousin to Scott.
Yeah.
And then when Scott came down, when I was at the Blue Water Inn, the last time I saw it,
Yeah.
and we chatted and hang out, what have you. Mitchell, this ought to be one great rodeo. Bill shows right here on Crooked Island Sound.
Why wouldn't Cobia come in here when you have all this structure around?
Ideal depth of water. It should be.
I'm gonna catch the first Cobia off this.
You gonna catch the first
I'll
Kobe?
catch the first Cobia off this rig. I may do it in this May.
What do you think, Don? You think we'll?
I hope so. It's been a while.
Yeah, they're alternating starboard to port side. And I love the idea of the chicken coop. Okay, while they're setting this other one up, Mitch, he just told an interesting story about Chuck talked about winning and goes cooler. Uh-oh, that one fell off. It came unhooked. Got to hook it back on. So what was the story about the Ling Ding tournament?
Ling Ding, well, we won the Ling Ding tournament a few years in a row, and the second year we won it, it was Tennessee Chuck and a group I was fished together, and so we donated the money back to the Reef Association, our prize money. Well, they named the reef after us. They called it the Ling Ding Winners Reef. Well, in 2015, we were fishing the Ling Ding tournament, and I had a charter that day, and one of the guys was getting a little seasick, so he asked me to stop. Well, I stopped on the Ling Ding Winners Reef. We put out a bait, we caught the winning king, or winning ling for the 2015 tournament on the Ling Ding Winners Reef that they named for us. And that was the first cobia I'd ever caught on that reef.
No kidding.
I hadn't caught another since.
That's cool. That looked like it came off.
Like
I swear. I swear it did. Miss, you mentioned something good. How far apart are these?
These are 30 to 40 feet apart, and they're running east and west.
Straight east and west?
Straight east and west.
What a good pattern.
It is.
So, okay.
These all running east and west here.
Okay, hold on now. Okay, right here. Okay, those are going east and west. These are the ones we're just putting out.
These are the ones we're just putting out. Now, some of these were put out last summer.
Okay.
But the ones we're putting out today are all going in that same pattern, just right east and west.
Now this one don't have a cage. Does it have a cage on it?
Every other one.
Every other one doing a cage.
Ones have a cage on it.
That's a good pattern. That one broke. Is that broke at the top?
That's the way they're done. All of them are up there.
Okay.
That little chip out of the top. I think that's where they're hanging the glasses on the left.
Okay. Okay. See that right there? That's drawing attention.
You see the limestone attached to that?
That's a limestone in it?
The limestone is attached to the sides. That helps the marine growth faster.
Okay. Last one. You want to get on it and ride? You want to get on the last one?
Bob said we could chain you to it.
I got a tale to tell you all.
Okay.
On July 2018, 4 guys aboard a fast boat, Mexico Beach. We're going 30 miles to hard bottom. We get to the buoy line. We catch the bait. As we get ready to get on the way, fast going to hard bottom, I take this count right here off my head and I put it under my leg.
Okay.
And I'm working tie and tackle as we're going. When we get to hard bottom, I reached to get my cap under my leg. It was gone. 3 guys witnessed to this. As it turned out, I fished that day without a cap. Michael hit. Zach Giles, somewhere in January or February, brought this cap back to me that they found downtown Mexico Beach in debris of a destroyed house.
You believe that?
That's amazing.
They don't tell how far off that
right
was.
there.
That's amazing. How about that? That's a great story.
It was hard to
Came
tell
in
who
with the
it belonged to,
hurricane.
Everybody knew that when it said Tennessee. That was Tennessee Chuck.
Well, that thing made it through. It made it for
All right.
2 years after.
This is our last one. Last pyramid. Last one.
Is that my last one?
Yep.
All right, let me sit right here.
All right.
Don't jump in.
There she goes. What a day.
Yeah,
There's only one Tennessee Chuck.
there's only one. They ain't put room for one.
Like Chief Crazy Horse said when he said, I tell you, today is a good day to die.
Not good day.
Time you got back.
All right, last one. There it goes. That's the last pyramid. Now, what do you think? What's the plan? What do they do after this?
Well, they've got some others that are going to go out and deploy, and then tomorrow, or the next couple of days, Bob and Carol and some of our dive team will come out here and actually survey them, make sure there's no extra ropes tied or left on there with harm sea life. So they'll go down and check them out and clear everything off, and publish the numbers.
Okay.
And it's time to start fishing.
And publish the numbers. Now, the other reefs, that's a different style. What are those? The other reefs?
Those are ecosystems. They're mounted on top of a grouper bed, and those do pretty well. The black sea bass love them.
Okay. What you got there? You been dipping your whole life?
Since I was 4 years old.
We don't want the children to watch this. We're not endorsing this on Panhandle Outdoors. Coach, what do you think?
Yeah, probably should do that.
What?
Yes, sir.
You got your own?
United States Navy.
U.S. Navy.
1956, 1962.
All right, you got it on your can there. That's awesome. I guess that's awesome. Mexico Beach. It's Bill in the back, folks. Beautiful. This is Panhandle Outdoors' first trip back into the canal, out of the canal since Hurricane Michael. So, progress is being made. That's Mexico Beach when you look at the charisma.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.